Put on your bucket hat.
Jordan's shaming me for my ethnic hair.
Yes, welcome back to Close Contact, where I'm shaming Levi because his hair is hard to key out. Well, what is your background? I don't actually know what.
Yeah.
For someone who makes a lot of race-based jokes, I don't know
know
what race you are.
Yeah, and it's staying that way. So that way I can
Really?
I can make comments about any race that I feel, and then I can be like, whoa, I'm allowed to say that.
Just so everyone knows, just so it's said, I'm half Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And also quarter Chilean, which I never mentioned because I feel like quarter.
I
feel like
Chilean.
quarter is once you stop mentioning it. But then I'm like, well, my grandmother was
that's what I was
Chilean,
gonna
so I
say.
feel like that's worth mentioning. I feel like past grandparents. Look at me, I'm white. That's how I play by the rules.
However you wanna interpret.
I'm glad we
race.
had a brave discussion on race,
Yeah.
right? To kick off
To kick off episode
11.
Woo!
Is it
cool
episode
that?
11? Yeah, it's episode 11. Wow. How many new podcasts? Because we've been doing this bit where we say no one can have a podcast except us.
Except us.
How many new podcasts do you think there have been since we filmed?
Since we
Or how many just today? How many
podcasts started today, do you think?
in 2021 and 2022, the growth trend seemed to go down a little bit, but the number of newly released episodes per year is still quite constant at around 28 million per year.
And we're 10 of those.
Yeah.
So
we're
1 in 2.8 million.
We are not going to try and do math again on this podcast because on the last video, or in podcast number 9, I was talking about statistics to do with our audience. And to be fair, our YouTube shorts and our Instagram reels especially have been doing pretty well. Pretty amazing, actually.
We had 2 that went well, at least.
Yeah. That's more.
Thanks, guys. If you hear from our 2 successful Instagram reels ever, thanks for joining us. We love you very much.
We love
now,
you.
Let's talk about all of the hate that you sent us when we started doing math.
I was just reading statistics off of my phone, and I said that it was like 89% and 18%. And
no, it was way closer
100%.
than that. It was like
81%
you were
and
like
18%.
81% male, 18% female.
And
everyone was like, that's 99. That's 99%. Bro.
we hate our audience. We would like to be the first openly hateful podcast against our audience. We are fighting them. We are waging a war against them. Even the positive ones. Like,
even
we do
all
not
of you guys
like
that subscribe and leave like loving comments. Like,
some of the really nice comments. Like, it's
actually they were really
nice. They made
but you know
feel
what?
good. But
fuck
we
you.
also hate
Fuck you. We have to take a stand.
It's kind of weird because I don't think we would have what we call internet fame, but it's already going to my head.
No, we don't have internet fame. We have 600 Instagram followers.
Hey, that's more than I have on my own account.
It is kind of a trip to think about, like, when that reel hit like 100,000 views. Because like plenty of people like have like a viral TikTok or something, but it is like weird to be the one that like does it and then be like, oh, 100,000 people have like seen our face.
Yeah, 20,000 people saw our face and 80,000 bots watched our video set up by you and me. He does 40,000, I do 40,000. It's
an easy 50-50 trade we like to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is very weird to think about, like, oh, I didn't tell you this. Oh, so I can get your live reaction for this right now. I had a friend over. I threw a gathering.
Why are you pausing?
Because I didn't tell my parents about the party that I threw at their
do they
house.
watch all the podcasts?
I know.
Okay.
Anyways.
Do you want to know something? Sorry, side note.
No, go ahead.
I have shown my parents the skits. I have not shown them the YouTube channel or podcast yet because I don't want the first thing to see is shower trouble with us talking about poop in the shower.
That's your concern?
It's not my concern. It's just like, okay, it's like I kind of have a weird thing where it's like I want to build this by myself, and then once like we have like enough episodes out, I'll be like, hey, mom and dad, watch my podcast.
Right.
You know,
right. Okay.
I want to deliver them a quality project. So,
ow.
Sorry, mom and dad.
I guess my parents just
Levi
have lower
is not good
standards.
enough for you yet. I need to mold him into shape.
Yeah, once I decide what race I am, then Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan
Once
will
we
show.
lock that down,
Yeah.
then I'll be like, hey,
Yeah. So at this party that I threw, Jordan was there, obviously, and we were chatting, and then Jordan walked inside, and one of my other guests came up to me, and he was like, "Whoa, is that Jordan from your podcast? I've seen him online. I've never seen him in person." I was like, "Whoa, that's so weird to be like."
it was weird.
Jordan
Everyone
is
knew me
known-
as the podcast
the
guy.
podcast guy. Yeah,
And-
Jordan is known like through my friend group, just like virally,
It
not
was
in person.
nauseating. Because, okay, I would like to say something quickly. Levi, I love you. You provided me with one of the most embarrassing moments of my entire
it was
life.
so awesome.
Because Levi told me that it was going to be a bad t-shirt contest. So I show up wearing an anime t-shirt, which, okay, let me explain this story. So I asked for bad t-shirts for Christmas. My sister got me a Powerpuff Girls one, a Disney one, and then she got me like this one with an anime girl that says like social butterfly on it, anti-social butterfly on it.
It's just
and it was like a
kawaii.
funny gift. Like
Mad
it wasn't
kawaii.
it's not hentai or anything. It's not like gross, but it's like just a picture of an anime girl. But I show up to this party, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear the anime shirt. I'm gonna win the bad t-shirt contest. Everyone's gonna think I'm so funny. I show up there, nobody's dressed in bad t-shirts. He told a different theme to every single person. So some people were cowboys, some people were 60s, some people were, I don't even remember what the other, like Hawaii or
so
something.
funny.
And
it was so funny.
he gave me bad t-shirts, which, as many have noticed, I have quite a wide wardrobe available at my service. Cue the Halloween podcast or whatever. And he gave me bad t-shirt. So I met a bunch of people for the first time wearing an anime shirt who all knew me from this podcast. And the only other thing they knew about me is that like I'm an accountant, which is
You're an accountant who loves anime.
I'm an accountant who wears an anime shirt and does a podcast. And I was like, wow, I am the worst version of myself right now. I'm showing everyone.
It was so awesome. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
It was really great because giving everyone a different theme and then just like watching everyone walk in and the first like 3 seconds of them just like looking around like, why is nobody else wearing a cowboy?
Do you know what's really
Here.
funny too? Is that I almost brought something else because I thought, well, no, what if nobody else does the bad t-shirt contest? And I was like, no, I'm committing. I'm going to do it because I don't care. I'm based and I shouldn't care.
I don't care. I'm based.
I'm based.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
for
that was really awesome. That was so much fun. And I appreciate you committing to the theme.
Thank you. Yeah. At the end of the day, everyone just saw me as Jordan from Close Contact.
Yeah, and what a trip that is. I mean, it'll be a huge milestone if we ever are like out, like in public, and someone like
I went
says
to get
something to us.
pizza and like the girl there was looking at me and I couldn't tell if she was high, if she was attracted to me, which is probably the least statistically possible one, or she recognized me from Close
There's
Contact.
no way she recognized this dude. It's not even like
I didn't think she
100,000
did.
views.
I didn't think
But now
she
it's
did.
in your head.
But now
you're
it's in my head because like when I went there, I was like, why does she keep looking at me? Like, you know, when you're like getting something and somebody just keeps staring at you.
Yeah,
And you're like,
yes.
why are you looking at me? Like I could not figure it out.
And naturally, after one viral Instagram reel, you're like, she probably
Oh
knows who
yeah,
I
she
am.
knows me. And
She
then I
knows who I
said
am.
Close Contact, and then she high
she said-
fived me, and she said, kinda gay.
Kinda gay. Dude, I have to say, we should do more content that addresses comments and other content because that has been incredibly successful. As soon as we're like, wow, everyone calls us gay in the comments are just like gay, very gay, mega gay, super gay.
There was, and to be fair, we only got one comment that said you shouldn't use gay as an insult, and I don't think using gay as an insult.
I don't think we
is
did
great.
use gay
We
as
didn't
an
use gay as
insult.
an insult.
We said that people are calling us gay.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
It's just a fact.
That's just
And
what
everyone
was
proceeded
happening.
to call us gay. I have no problem with people calling us gay.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And actually, I designed a little bit of merchandise based on that. So
Now we have to.
I'll
Oh, are we
display it
actually
here.
doing it?
I don't know. Maybe if we
look at this t-shirt design
look at this
I made.
t-shirt design that I made, could be yours if we ever make it.
Probably not.
Probably not. We don't have that many supporters yet. But one day we'll make merch. Even if it's 2 hoodies.
Anyone who has merch ideas, email them to closecontactpodcast@gmail.com. Also, if anyone wants to be an intern, we're looking for an intern.
We are looking for an intern.
I need someone to get coffee for me.
Yeah, get coffee.
We're good employers. I will not yell at you after 5 o'clock.
AM or PM?
Depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay. We'll say PM for now.
Yeah.
I need someone to help me, with all my peanuts, because I like to eat a lot of peanuts on the show. Some that you don't see, but whenever it cuts to Jordan close up, just know I'm just snacking down on those high fat nuts.
So what Levi was trying to do right now is transition to one of our sketches, and instead of going with the sketch to do with bosses and having a boss, he transitioned into
an entirely different one.
Because I was trying to lead into it by talking about
I forgot about that. Okay. Anyways,
11 episodes in and we're still no good at transitions.
yeah. Don't you guys like your bosses? This guy.
Oh, are we doing that one?
And sketch.
Start with a joke, and then lead from there. Sir, it's so great to see you. I'm thinking that maybe I've been a bit underpaid. No, I can't say I've been underpaid. That makes him look bad.
Asparagus, huh? While we're both standing here, I was wondering about, quarterly reports coming up. How about that raise? I've been here for 6 years, and in that time, I've taken on a lot of new responsibilities, heading our streaming platform, bringing new projects into fruition. You look at me, you see a pretty smart guy, but, I would like to stay here if possible, and if you would have me. Okay, listen, sir, I understand that you're pretty big around here, and maybe you could help me out, and I want you to know, I want to say it out loud, that I am not soft. I'm not soft. And, do you know what? I just want to say, while I'm standing up for myself, frankly, sir, I think you've been giving me the shaft. I mean, not the shaft. I think you've been giving me the short end of the stick. Long stick. I just think, honestly, it stinks. Not because of the asparagus. It stinks. My situation stinks. Fuck you. That's right, you hear me. I work here for 6 years, and you give me nothing. I'm sorry. What if you give me the position and then I'll give you my vacation days? I don't need to go on vacation. Frankly, I can't afford it with the salary you're giving me. I think you can do that for me, huh? We're buds. We're buds. We're buddies. We're buddies. So fun. Please give me the raise. Oh God, I just need it so bad. I really need this. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I've made it this far. 6 years. There's some bots on LinkedIn
that think I have a good resume, I'll be fine. Whether you give me the raise or not, whether you fire me, you know what? This is what life is made of. Persevering moments. Moments where you don't know what the right thing is to do. Moments where you're inches away from your boss's cock. This is what life is. Do you know what? I love it. Anyways, I'll let you do your business.
Yeah, Martha. You know the guy who's working on the new streaming service? Yeah, he didn't wash his hands when he left the bathroom, so I'd probably fire him. Okay, I'll see you at noon. Wow. Hilarity ensued.
We haven't edited these. We filmed them.
Yeah, we actually don't know if any of them are going to work yet, but we filmed 6 in a row.
We may be
so-
talking about some really good stuff, and then we'll lead into something, and we'll have to cut it.
Yep.
So we
Who
can't
knows?
do it.
Who
But
knows?
I don't know. Would you ever? I personally have never had to ask for a raise.
I recently had an interview where I asked for a higher salary.
Really?
Yeah, so I interviewed for this coaching position, and the salary was 48,000 to 72,000, massive range. And so I got on the phone. I did an initial interview, went really well, and I did my follow-up interview with the GM. And after a couple minutes of talking, they said, "Just so you know, this position starts at 50,000," which is like literally the lowest of the $25,000 range that they posted.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I was hoping for something more like 64 to 66,000, because I thought, you go low, I go high, and then we meet in the middle. And she's like, okay, well, let me get back to you. Just didn't call me back. So there goes
Why
that
did they
job.
post the range then?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. So
It's like they could post a range of like 50,000 to 200,000.
I know.
It could be 200.
be.
If you're Jeff Bezos and you want to work at a tiling company, then we'll pay you 200K.
So, anyways, the point of the story is I'm still unemployed. But Jordan continues to be employed, and thank God for that.
Not for long, unless you reveal your racial background.
Jordan's holding our financial stability, both of our financial stabilities, over my head right now.
Oh boy, I'll hire you. Would you be my personal assistant?
Oh, personal assistant.
How
I'm
much?
not doing
Okay,
any
how much
accounting.
would I need to pay you?
To do? Okay, let's
I
do
don't
this.
have the money. Let me be
Let's-
clear. I have like everyone. Like you think that I have money, I do not.
Let's just play this game. Jordan's gonna list a series of tasks or responsibilities that I would have to do, and as he adds to the list, I will alter my. We'll go yearly. Let's do yearly salary.
Should I guess how much it is at the end? Will you
Sure.
tell me how much?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
First thing, I want my clothes to be like laundered and like just clothes taken care of.
Dry cleaned?
Yeah, some dry cleaned. I don't dry clean all my clothes that often, but like, when they need to be dry cleaned in like 3 months,
Okay.
and folded, picked up off the ground, organized, all that stuff. Clothes stuff, car wash. I want my car to be washed,
Okay.
and get the like nice car wash, get those wheels all
Am I doing
clean.
it am I doing it by hand, or am I going through like one of the drive-thrus?
Depends. I mean, like if you like, depends on what you're wearing. If you're cleaning it by hand, we're talking.
Well, I'd
something
wear whatever
really-
I need to wear to clean the car if you
Okay,
if
yeah,
you need
no,
me to
fine.
clean. This is my
I'm just saying,
responsibility. You're being
maybe
too
you would
generous.
get a boost if you wore something a little scantily, like a
Oh.
loincloth.
I see.
A
loincloth?
Do you know what? You should have to wear a loincloth the whole time, just to assert that I am above you in status
I am
and
primitive.
in clothing. Yeah, primitive.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, food.
But
like
what about
DoorDash.
it? Oh, I don't. So I don't make any of your
You
food.
just
I just
do
pick it up.
DoorDash. Yeah, you
I am
pick
your
up the
I'm your
food.
personal DoorDash
Yeah.
driver. You know what this sounds like?
Wipe my bottom.
I was gonna say it sounds like I'm your mom. Actually, just like I get you your food, I clean up your clothes. I'm responsible for your personal hygiene. Like, I'll just
You
be your
tuck me
dad.
into bed at night.
Be your father.
Play catch with me.
And you know what? No salary could ever replace the personal joy I'd receive from that.
Okay,
So-
but how much would you be willing to do all of that? Basically, be my new dad. Be my dad. Be my mom. Be my dad.
But what
be
are
my
my
parents.
what are my hours? Though?
Sorry, mom and dad. I love you both. Be my parents for me.
Okay, what are my hours?
9 to 5. You only have to do it from 9 to 5.
Okay.
So it's like yeah.
Honestly, that's like not that bad. I just pick up your. I wash the car.
I told you to wipe my.
Okay, I don't know if that was still. I don't know if that one was still included.
No. Everything.
Dude, Are you kidding me? Wash the car, pick up the food, clean the clothes.
Are you saying being a parent is not that hard?
No, there's more to being a parent than doing tasks, though. Like I don't have to be responsible for your emotional stability.
I want you to give me Kraft mac and cheese and put on
That's not
Monsters Inc.
DoorDash
for me.
That's not DoorDash.
It's not DoorDash, but it's
Dude, I'd
like
probably do that for like. I feel like I could do that and
Wait, let
have
me guess.
another job.
60K.
I was gonna say 40.
Really?
I do that for 40, dude.
Okay.
Because I feel like I could do most of that like pretty quick, and then I'd have another. I would not be working
Okay.
9 to 5 if you asked me to do all
Well,
that. Why-
unfortunately,
I don't
I'm
know
not
why
ready
we're talking
to
about
have you
this.
as a parent.
Okay, well, I'm not ready to be a parent yet. I have too much to work on myself.
How much more of a salary bump do you need for the loincloth?
Oh, I forgot about the loincloth. Actually,
That's a very important
That's
element.
definitely taken me up to like 50, 55. I
Okay,
think,
got it,
especially in the winter.
Yeah.
At the car
Well,
wash,
then
it
you can
actually
make the
would be
loincloth
nice.
smaller because it's colder, so
Oh,
it doesn't
right.
need
So
to.
it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to have all the stretch.
This is
right.
deranged.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck
Are
we're
you
on
going?
about right now.
Are you going on any trips soon?
It's just like us catching up at a bar now. Like, what's going on
That's
with
the
you?
vibe of this podcast. The reason why I bring up travel is airplanes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I see where we're going
So
now. I see
Levi
where
was
we're
trying to
going now.
segue into this sketch earlier
Oh, yeah.
about peanuts.
Salt peanuts. Okay. You know when you have like a bunch of peanuts on the plane and the air stewardess is like, "Stop eating those peanuts."
Spoilers, Jesus.
Oops. I mean,
Here's our next sketch.
Good morning, this is your captain speaking. We are just getting ready to take off here, and we're going to be taxiing around the runway. If you take a look to your left, you will see the sunrise, so thank you for flying with Delaware Air on this beautiful morning. What is it?
Hey there, sir. I was just wondering, as everyone's boarding, whether you were interested in any of our signature cocktails, complimentary with the flight. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I will, I'll take Bloody Mary. I'll take
Okay,
Bloody Mary.
great. And one other thing, just so you know, unfortunately, we have someone on the flight with a peanut allergy. We can't have you have the peanuts out right now, but you can save them in your bag for later. And, it might be nice if you washed your hands just because this person is really, really allergic to peanuts.
Really allergic.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, I'll put these away right away then.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I will be back with your Bloody Mary.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great.
Happy that you're here with us on this morning. It's really Delaware. It's Delaware Air. They didn't think that was.
Hi, sir. Unfortunately, we don't have any Bloody Marys right now,
Oh,
but
that's okay.
I could get you something else if you're still interested. And could you please? I'm sorry, the peanut allergy thing. It's just my job as a stewardess.
No, I'm putting them away. I'm putting them down like crazy right now.
Yeah, I know, but you're eating them.
I know, but they are going away.
They are going away, but I hope
so
you
we're on
understand the severity of this. I'm not trying to be rude.
No,
this
and
is
you're
just
being
standard.
you're being very helpful right now.
Okay, yeah, this is just standard Delaware Air practices. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for flying with us.
Yep.
I see there's only a few there. finish them up as soon as possible. And then after you're done with these, I'm going to have to ask you.
Let's go for speed, too. Let's see how many we can get done here.
Right, okay. I can't help but notice that you haven't eaten the peanuts. They're just in your mouth.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But down the hatch.
I can see them in there.
I have eaten all of my peanuts. And most importantly, my peanuts are no longer out in the open.
Can you open your mouth?
You know what? I actually legally can refuse the right to search and seizure. So
Okay, yeah, sure. I will be right back. Did you say whether you wanted a drink or not?
maybe a mint julep.
I will check with the stewardess.
Anyways,
thanks.
thank you all so much for flying with Delaware Air. I got it that time. And we'll check in as we begin to.
So look, they don't have mint, but are you eating more peanuts?
Yes.
Right, okay, I am going to call the police, and we are going to get
Are you gonna call the peanut police on me?
No, just the normal police, because there is someone with a peanut allergy on this
I
plane.
have allergies, and I'm not making it about me right now.
You don't have a peanut allergy, though.
I have some allergies. I don't know what they are.
1 second. Yeah, no, which one does he have? What? Sir, do you have a peanut allergy?
Do you know how many peanuts I have in my mouth right now? Like 40.
I don't care. Why are you doing this?
I just want people to see that I have talent. And you know what? Right now in my mouth, I have 327 peanuts. If I get one more in there, I could be a world record. The world record. All I want is all these peanuts in my mouth. I just want peanuts and more peanuts and peanuts.
Sir. Okay, give me. I will. Oh my god.
Delaware Air. Jesus. Be sure to inquire about our new signature cocktail menu and how our crew can help to assist you in any world record attempts you'd like to try while on board. Delaware Air. Fuck me. Jesus.
Ha ha ha. So funny. Levi wrote that one.
Once again, hilarity ensued. Yeah, we normally do. The last two episodes we've done sponsors, but this episode was too hot to handle.
Yeah.
No sponsors this time, so sorry.
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do? But you know what that means? That means we're uncensored. That means we can say whatever we want. Jizz. What are you gonna do about that?
Anyways. I like leaving. I know that like the point of improv is to help the other person along. But sometimes it's just good to let you sit with your decisions and make you think about what you just said and did.
Why did I say
You do realize your parents are gonna watch this.
It's 50-50.
Do you think they did they say they watched it and just like
No, I
lied?
don't think my parents watched,
got
the podcast at all.
They
so.
should. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Erdman.
Man, that's weird.
Hey.
I've never heard my parents referred to as that.
Really?
I don't know. Normally I just call them mom and dad, but
Oh,
just
I
me.
guess. I call my parents Mr. and Mrs. Naini. It's just better that way. It's more formal. It shows the respect.
It shows that I love and care for them.
I
and
love you,
respect their
Mr.
authority.
Naini.
That's so crazy. Dude, that's one of the things that I have to be honest weirds me out a little bit is when people call their parents by their first name. I'm not a fan of that.
I have
to
never
be
met a
honest.
well-adjusted, nice person who wasn't a sociopath that called their parents.
I
by
have
their
met
first name.
a nice person.
Sorry, I have too, and I'm saying that just in case they see this. I'm kidding. You know, it goes Gen Z, well, Gen X, Gen Z. There's Generation Alpha and Generation Beta. And I think that's very funny because the war between Generation Alpha and Beta is going to be humongous. That is going to be huge.
Let's clarify some numbers here. If Gen Z were Gen Z, technically.
Yeah.
So
we're,
Gen Z.
we're hip with the kids. Be honest,
I'm on
audience.
TikTok.
I'm a millennial. Look at me.
Jordan's an honorary millennial
Thank you.
because he's employed.
That's
Me-
so
me-
as soon as you become employed, you are no longer a Gen Z.
as soon as you start working for the man,
As soon as you delete TikTok,
oh shit, it's over for me.
yeah.
Back to the Peanuts sketch. Obviously, you know, I'm a method actor. So I put all those peanuts in my mouth. Every peanut you think you saw go into my mouth, it was in there. It was
Yeah.
it was in my cheeks.
It was very intense. I could smell it.
And also we had to take breaks like to reset or something went wrong. And it's very hard to hold food in your mouth for a long period of time without swallowing. And as soon as you bite down a little bit, it's just like there's just nothing. You just have to eat it all. So like twice I had a mouthful of peanuts and I just went and I had one bite and then I was like, well, what am I gonna do now? And so
He's
I just
also a method actor because he has a peanut allergy.
I do
so.
actually have a peanut allergy. No, just,
Have you been doing stand up still? Because you've
no,
been doing your
I haven't been-
band.
I haven't been doing stand up because I've been doing music. Yeah, more of.
You play guitar?
I play piano for this one.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Mhm.
I thought you did guitar.
I'm like kind of trying to learn guitar, but I don't really know how to.
You know
kinda faking
piano? How
Yeah.
do you know piano?
I've been playing piano since I was like 8.
How
You
did I
didn't
not know?
that?
No, what?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've been
What
playing piano for,
instruments
like,
have
a
you been
minute.
playing?
Just that. Just
Piano and guitar?
Just piano and guitar.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up with drums.
That's so rad.
I got a drum set when I was like 6. It was like a little mini thingy that was like plastic.
Dude,
And I was
6-year-old on a
banging it
drum
in them.
set is just like every
Yeah.
suburban mom's
And
nightmare.
then my parents got me an actual drum set. And I played it at the school talent show in 5th grade. I actually probably have a video of my elementary school talent show of me playing the drums. So
Ooh, I performed at my elementary school talent show as well.
what did you do?
I sang.
What'd you sing?
And I was like 6. I was
What'd you sing? What'd you
kindergartner. I
sing?
sang Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Oh, like
yeah.
in the big rock candy mountain. On the wisdom candy mountain, there's a world that's filled with hay, and the little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks. In that song, they say that they killed
Yeah.
the Turk who invented work, and I'm not sure
What?
how to feel. Yeah, where they killed the
Oops.
Turk who invented work at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. So, what did you think about that line when you sang that in front of hundreds of kids and parents? Did you not know that?
I did not
Really?
know that. I did not know that. I thought it was. I guess I just probably always thought it was jerk as a kid.
Oh,
If I was like 6, I don't know what the fuck a Turk is.
oh yeah, is it jerk? Let's settle this right now. Pull up Genius.
Jordan
We're
believes-
gonna do the Genius lyrics
Jordan
background.
believes that my childhood performance is marred by ethnic discrimination, but I believe that it's jerk.
It's jerk.
Thank God.
I'm the bad one. I thought he said
Oh
Turk.
my God. Wow. Yeah. What does that say about you now?
I was like, why would a Turkish person invent work?
Turkish people don't work hard.
No,
Why-
that's not what I mean. It's just like that's a very specific.
it's a weird ethnic stereotype
you
to
know-
be like, oh yeah, all those hard workers in Turkey.
I have the 78, like the original record of that from like the 1930s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa,
It's really
that's
cool.
crazy.
I collect records. I'm kind of vintage like that.
Yeah.
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 I know,
Okay.
Jordan.
Wow. Okay. Dang, that was I had a little hot flash there.
Well, because I
For a
went,
second.
there used to be this really good record shop in Seattle that I found way too late because it was right before the pandemic started, and it literally had like everything. It was a massive collection. It's in like Ballard. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it closed down really early into the pandemic, and I loved it because the guy there, like me and him had like a rapport. I heard that, or like he hated me. But I like would literally sift through the 78 RPM records for ages, and I found that one there. I also found a Frankie Valli record. Do you know Frankie
Yep.
Valli? Yeah.
Yeah.
And his name was spelled Valley instead of Valli,
What a
which
trip.
was his original name before he changed it. So I like picked it up and I was like, do I do the thing that they do at like garage sales where they like steal the Beanie Baby and like make thousands off of it? Or do I tell him? So it's like, do you know what? I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to be like, sir, like I noticed that you had this up there with the other records. I think it's pretty rare. His name is spelled differently. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going to put that in the back. I was like, God damn it.
No.
I thought I was going to get rewarded from my honesty.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but in the real world, crime does pay.
It does. Cheating, crime, gambling. Gambling always pays.
Most of the time, gambling pays.
Have you ever been to Vegas? Have you ever gambled?
Oh man, I can't gamble. I can't do it. I'm just like, okay, one, I just don't have enough money to gamble. Don't have the money.
I just assume I'm gonna lose everything I gamble.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's live in a hypothetical reality where I have a job. And a job that pays me well enough that I can be like, yeah, I'll go like to Vegas for the weekend.
Yeah.
I am not going to have a good time gambling because I have no ability to like enjoy myself in the moment when I'm like actively losing money.
Yeah.
It's like one thing if I go out to eat and I'm like, look, this is going to be an expensive meal, but I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah,
and
you
I'll,
know
like,
what you're
pay at the
getting.
end. Gambling is literally, there's no enjoyment besides the money. Like you don't get to do anything besides lose or win money.
This is the thing that bothers me is that like they could make it more fun. Like when you go
Why
up to a
is
slot
there
machine,
not-
have you tried a slot machine before?
Never going to do that.
Okay,
I'm going to
it's
get addicted.
stupid.
I'm going to
I
get
wanted
addicted.
to try it. You're gonna get addicted?
I'm gonna get addicted.
Really?
Dude. I definitely have an addictive personality.
Really? I've never. I feel like I have an addictive personality.
It's
but not
literally
for,
just, you know what it is? It's this motion, but in reverse.
yeah.
And I'm already fucking, I can't do
Really?
TikTok because it's already just like, it's so
I
good.
feel like with money though, it like bothers
heroin.
me. It's way easier for me to quit like at slot machines.
Oh
because
yeah, at money because it's like, what
Well,
are you losing?
First of all,
Tangible funds.
it bothered me when I was down in Vegas because I went for my 21st birthday, and it bothered me because it's all screens, and like I want to feel like
Oh,
I'm
you don't do
actually
the old one? They're
pulling-
like,
there's a few, but there's not a lot, and it's like why would I want to pay money and lose it extremely quickly to see basically a giant iPhone spin around?
Yeah,
that's
I know.
obviously rigged. Like at least with the other machines,
With the
like,
one, it's like you have to physically rig it.
yeah,
And it's like, that's cool.
I didn't do roulette, but I would feel more.
Roulette sounds
Yeah,
cool.
that sounds more fun. But like, and then there's those really sad looking people that are
Oh.
just parked outside of there for hours, and you look at their screen and they
and
have
their
like,
right arms are jacked because
like,
they just do this.
yeah, they have like 2,000 like
Just
points in there. It's
2,000
like,
in the
oh
hole.
my God,
Yeah,
why,
Jesus.
Why? Anyways, yeah.
But guys,
not a
gambling does
person.
pay.
Yes.
Gambling pays, we're telling you.
Sports gambling,
Stick
fantasy
with it.
football.
Actually, you know what? Sports gambling was the way that I learned I never want to gamble again because I went to Emerald Downs with my family when
Yeah.
I was like 12.
Yeah.
Probably.
How much did you lose?
I didn't even lose that
Kidding.
much.
Can
But
you even gamble when you're a kid?
I technically you can't, but I like gave some money to my mom, like because we went with like a family friend who was in town and they wanted to go see the races. So we went down and our family friend was explaining to me like how it all works. Like you can bet on who's gonna win, you can bet on 1, 2, 3, you can bet like all of them, or et cetera, all the different kinds of bets. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna bet on 1, 2, 3, and so I made my predictions, and I gave like $10 to my mom. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put $10 on this, and she was like, okay, if that's what you want, and I did. And then the one who won, number one, was my number one, and I was like, oh
my
my
gosh.
God, like I did it. 2 and 3 weren't the same, but I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I got number one, and so I like went. I was like, okay, I want to like collect my money, and they're like, no, you have to get all of them.
What?
And I was like, what?
That's stupid.
What do you mean? And they're like, yeah, you have to get all of them.
So that's
And
an
so-
awful gamble then.
Exactly. It was. I mean, I'm sure if I got them all right, it would have paid me a shit ton of money. And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it wrong because then I would have become immediately addicted
Yeah,
to
early on,
gambling.
you're-
So yeah, I don't gamble because as a child I lost like half of my monthly income.
Oh my God, really?
on a sports bet that I didn't understand. So no gambling.
You see, it's so weird for me because I feel like I'm really bad with my money because I almost always
You don't
see-
even have a credit card.
I don't have a credit
I
card.
learned that recently. Jordan doesn't have a credit card.
because
And he's an accountant. This man is horrible with money. And he is responsible for yours.
I don't like credit cards. I don't like credit cards. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
It's not
okay?
about having a credit card. It's about building credit.
I know it's
So you
about
can like
building
rent
credit.
a home or buy a home.
I will get a next time you see me, guys. I will be a credit carded man.
Next time we show this podcast, Jordan's gonna display.
I'm gonna
his
show my
credit
credit card.
and it's 4K. So you're
4K,
gonna be able to zoom in
all
and
the
see
numbers,
all the
security.
important info. Yeah. Well, the moral of the story is if you're over 18, you should have a credit card. Please use it responsibly, and also don't take anything that you hear on this podcast as legal or financial advice.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe I should give financial.
Jordan should probably be the one giving you financial advice, but Jordan's the one that
Don't
doesn't
get a
have
credit card. Go off the grid. Pay only in cash. That's my advice.
Who are you gonna pay if you're off the grid? Okay.
Honestly, I would if I could reasonably keep all of my money in cash underneath my mattress. I'm gonna be that. When I'm like, I know that I'm gonna be a completely irrational, insane old person who keeps all of his money physical.
That's the thing. I would love to do physical money. I like cash. I think cash is cool and
Yeah.
fun. And also I think it makes you like feel more responsible for your money because you have a like better understanding of like
Yeah.
how much you have. But it's just like
I'm gonna be like Walter White storing it in the vents.
yeah. Well, that's the tricky thing is that you can't hold on to your cash because your cash will lose value over time. So you have to. That's why like investing is the huge thing. 'Cause
We're
you have to, like-
becoming the-
Sorry, why
we're
are we
becoming the
becoming finance
podcast
bros?
finance
Why are we
bros?
becoming
Oh,
podcast
God.
finance
I'm
bros?
slowly
sorry.
transforming
Jesus
this into
Christ.
This is a horrible.
Let's get back to talking about horse cum.
Oh my! When were we talking about that?
I'm sorry. I
You
just
just
I didn't
Freudian
know
slip.
what to say.
Yeah, we have one sketch left, and I think it is something to do with actual sports. We were talking about sports gambling, so this is a great segue.
Yeah, great segue from something that we were talking about like 12 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have boxing gloves. Have you ever done boxing?
No, but I really wanted to. There was like an opportunity for me to like work. For some reason, they have like well-being work things, and they're like boxing. I was like, oh, that sounds
Oh,
cool.
yeah, that'll help
I
me
didn't
out.
do it. It looks like a nightclub in there, but I still want to try it. But now I'm like thinking about bouldering, so who knows which one I'm gonna choose.
I think.
How do you stay in shape? You're ripped. I saw you during the Halloween episode. What do you do?
I'm not jacked. I just have been playing soccer my whole life, and
Oh
so
yeah,
I like
you're a soccer coach.
somehow. Yeah, I just like somehow activated my like young boy metabolism and have kept it going. Like I was not very fit when I was like. Sounds so bad. I was about to say I was not in shape when I was 11 years old.
Have you seen pictures of me when I was a kid?
I've seen your like baby pictures because we did that one episode with the baby intro.
Oh yeah, I've got my. Hang on.
Go pull up. Jordan's gonna pull up some child photos of his. We'll just put it up behind us.
Okay, yeah. We'll put it
Nice,
behind us. Look at
dude.
that. So you can see. Look at
Dude,
me
that
in
is
preschool.
so weird.
I know.
I
like-
can literally like see your face morphing.
But look at like 8th grade, and then 9th grade.
Bro,
in like,
like,
2 months,
the
I
that
speed
is-
run
and I know-
puberty.
That's crazy. Like watching your face change. Oh my god.
It's so weird.
I did the thing where I was a kid. When I started hitting puberty, I got wider and then I got taller.
Really?
So I was like pretty heavy when I was in 6th grade. Yeah, definitely. And
Little
then
chubby
like
boy?
oh
Little chubby
oh
man.
chunkers. And and then yeah, I just like I shot up, and as I'm sure playing soccer also helped me like lose weight.
I did ballroom dancing.
Yeah.
You knew that, right?
No, but that's,
Really?
it tracks.
I did it competitively.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you really did it?
Yeah, I
No, I
really
didn't
did
know
that.
that.
That was like the main thing besides drum. That was my main thing. I keep
Drums
saying
and
that.
ballroom
Drums
dance.
and ballroom dancing.
Had no idea.
Yeah. And yeah, I did it for 12 years. I did it since I was 5 up
Whoa.
until my senior year of high school.
Oh my
I went
God.
to like Blackpool, England for a world competition.
Are you
once.
serious? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I stopped because like college, and I was like, you know,
And the dream died.
but I was surprised that it never really helped with the chunkiness when I was a kid because I was like,
How active is ballroom dancing?
it's a lot of cardio, a lot of like flexibility.
Yeah, so is soccer's a lot of cardio.
Yeah,
too.
but I don't know what. Maybe it's just because it's more
I
intense.
did
Like,
dance-
It's
I
more
did-
about the control and the like.
I don't know. I have done dancing before. I took one dancing like lesson, and like, yeah, dancing's like kind of exhausting.
It's really, it can be a lot. There's some dances that are more crazy.
I was
than
doing
others.
swing. I was doing swing
Yeah,
dance, and
it's
that was
very
like
similar to
I was
swing.
getting sweaty, dude.
Yeah, ballroom is similar to swing, but it's less like making it up, and it's more like you have a routine that you do around the floor. And there's so many different types, but I feel like I did it long enough that if I needed to, I could pick it up right when I left off.
Really?
Although it was
Dang.
very funny because in some of these competitions, I have an awful memory. You know this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a terrible, terrible short-term memory, and I would get up to do these dance competitions, and you're dancing with a partner, right? And my
Right.
partner hated me. Like,
Oh, you're the same partner for like a long time.
you genuinely have the same. You generally have the same partner for a long period of time because you know how to dance with each other.
Right, okay.
And she did not like me,
that's
and I
fine.
did not like her.
That's great. Well, it sounds like you had a great time.
Oh yeah, it was a great time. But part
You
of
did
why
this
she
for
didn't like
12
me
years?
is because we did it competitively, and then sometimes I would just forget my routine while I was on the middle of the dance floor, and I have to just make shit up while, like,
Dude,
just
I can't
oh my
imagine
God.
dancing with you and then watching you just do some random shit. I'm sure, actually, I can imagine it because the whole time I would just be like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah,
Jordan,
and like you
again,
know
again."
immediately that like,
Yeah,
but like
because
I'm
you know
still
the
playing it
routine.
off. But like,
Right.
yeah, it's just yikes.
You traveled internationally for ballroom dance and you can't remember your fucking routine. Yeah, you would think that would be something that you
that's
would
why
like
I stopped.
address.
That's why I was like, this ain't it anymore.
Yeah, that's so
God.
funny.
Awful.
Wow.
I'd still like to do it. I like dance. I like it.
You can still do it. And shout out to your partner for having clearly just vast amounts of patience. 'Cause I would have strangled you.
She
after
also
like
just
the
like
first
straight
3
up
times.
kicked me in the balls several times.
You should remember your routine.
I like threw up once. It was dark. It was a dark day. Do you know that if you get kicked really hard, then you can throw up?
I have been hit in the genital region quite hard before, yes, and you do get nauseous. But I've never been kicked actively.
Yeah.
So that's your worst. So your worst sports-related injury is a girl kicking you in the nuts because you didn't remember your routine.
It's intense out there in ballroom dancing.
Ballroom dance it's
Oh
brutal.
my God. I would like to do boxing though because I feel like it's dancing, you know? It's
Yeah,
like,
and you get hit in the nuts a lot less.
yeah, you get hit. It's literally illegal to get hit in the nuts.
I
actually,
feel
in
like it would be
boxing.
illegal in ballroom
Yeah.
dance too, but I don't make the rules.
It wasn't on the floor. That'd be so much funnier. It was like during the competition, the judges are sitting there and then just like
They're like, oh, I
smack.
liked that part.
Oh yes, impressive.
Yes. Oh,
Jesus.
Who knows? Maybe she activated your puberty.
She activated my puberty. She was.
Or delayed it. I don't know. I don't
Would
know.
you? When?
One or the other.
Wow, that was a lot of. I like how we were trying to transition into this next one. We want to
I
go
don't know
on a
where we
long
went.
rant.
I don't
That
know
was-
where we went.
Try and dissect that. We should have someone like a therapist react to close content.
Therapist reacts to our podcast.
Yeah, that'd be iconic.
Okay, well, we do have one last sports related sketch. So here it is.
Boy, it's not looking good. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Tough round, Jim. Tough round.
Yeah, you're killing me out there.
Listen, I hear ya.
I can't get it in.
You can't be faster. You gotta be smarter.
Yeah, smarter.
Okay? Remember how I was in Star Wars?
Yeah, what?
I never told you about how I was in Star Wars? Okay,
No,
listen.
Listen, I gotta give you a little background for this analogy to make sense.
Okay.
Okay, it was 1969. I was working at a Baskin Robbins. Had a conflict with the manager. I kept telling him, there's only 30 flavors. He said, there's 31. I said, listen, you can't just put vanilla and blue food coloring together and call it Tutti Frutti. The point is, after my third fist fight or so, I was out the door.
Okay.
My cousin Gilbert, he gives me a call. He says, listen, I'm looking on this little indie project. It's called Star Wars. You want to act? I said, I don't know how to act. He said, you pretended to care about ice cream for 10 years. You can act. I said, you're goddamn right, Gilbert.
Coach, does this story have a point?
It's a long... there's a lot of background.
You're right, because we have... How long until the match starts again?
You gotta get back out there.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll finish this next week.
Okay,
All right, let's go. Okay. That was a tough one.
Oh,
But
my shoulder.
okay, let's recap where we were at. Baskin Robbins, fired, going to act on Star Wars, okay? So, I show up, day of, and they say, look, you're gonna be a clone. I said, look, nobody else got a mug like this, all right? Not in the entire galaxy, so I don't think I'm exactly a clone type, but they said, it doesn't matter what your face looks like, because we're gonna put you in a suit. And
My face hurts.
I hear you, but not as much as mine did in that suit. I mean, think about the opportunity I had. I was going to be in $1 million movie, and they didn't want to put my beautiful face on screen. I mean, they said I was going to have to wear a hood, a helmet. I was like, what, you going to cover up this mug? You going to cover up this smile?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, anyways, the point is that I was in the suit, and I was like asking them questions about it. Like, okay, so how do they even use the bathroom in this thing? It's like it doesn't even make. What am I gonna take the whole suit off to take a dump? And they tell me there's a built-in waste removal system, and I was like, that's so genius. You know, I was
Coach, how many seconds do I have left before the
about
round
10.
starts?
So we're gonna have
10?
to come back to this one, but just remember, keep your hands up.
What do I
and
do out
you're gonna
there?
be-
I'm
keep-
getting murdered.
Keep your hands up.
Oh, there's
Okay,
enough.
yep, go. Oh, keep your hands up. Good God. Okay, you know what? You were not keeping your hands up, but that's okay. So, listen.
Oh my god.
Look, stay on focus. Stay focused. Okay, so they were telling me in the story there's a built-in waste removal system so the clone troopers can take a shit. Now, we're filming in the middle of the desert. There's no bathroom in sight. I gotta take a dump. I think to myself, built-in waste removal system. Don't even have to. So, I just think to myself, let's test this thing out. Let one rip. 30 seconds go by. That waste is not going nowhere. And I was like,
I cracked my skull open.
okay, let's stay on point here. So then I realized there's no waste removal system in the costume. It's just in the fantasy world. So then I gotta sneak off behind one of the castles that they have set up or whatever it was. I got a bologna sandwich in one hand. I drop my trousers. I'm wiping deep in there. Just trying to get everything out using this bologna sandwich, and it's stuck. I can't get. I'm pulling, and that bologna is deep in my asshole, and I'm just squeezing, and I finally get it out. And there's George Lucas standing right next to me. He looks at me, looks at my bologna sandwich, and he says, "I got a bad feeling about this." So you got me to thank for that line.
What was the point of that?
It's not as relevant as I thought it was to this situation, but it seemed applicable. I think I got distracted by the fact that you didn't know I was in Star Wars, because that's like an important part of my journey.
Oh, God.
Anyways, look, you got to get back out there. Keep your hands up. And kid, may the force be with you. Go get him, Tiger. Oh, he's dead.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Okay. We were just talking about sports-related injuries before the break. I don't know if we kept it in or not, but
I'm sure we did. My fly is down.
oh, actually, me too. Twins.
Oh my god! High five.
We were talking about sports-related injuries, and Jordan's worst one is getting kicked in the nuts after forgetting his ballroom dance routine,
Yeah.
and which honestly is less of a sports-related injury and more of assault.
Yeah. You know, one might not say. One might say that was just battery.
Yeah. Well, you know, we'll let the audience decide.
Do some of your therapy session.
Oh,
to-
do more.
Yeah, to end us out.
do more
Do
therapy?
some therapy. Okay, let's do Levi's therapy session.
I'm gonna have my thoughts kind of projected over here.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back. You know, today we're gonna talk about identity and what it means to be yourself. A lot of the times, people lose track of who they are. It's easy to do. You know, whether you indulge in narcotics, things like alcohol, drink, you know. I know Jordan likes to hit the bottle occasionally. You know, substances are one way to go, but, you know, getting caught up with the wrong crowd is another. And often, those kind of things can lead you to getting into substances. You know, you find yourself with a group of hooligans standing outside of Old Man Wiggleby's house, playing on his lawn. He comes out and yells at you, "Your ass is grass and I'm gonna mow it." You think to yourself, who am I? What have I done lately? I know Jordan often reflects on himself and thinks, why am I an alcoholic? There's probably something to do with his parents.
I'm not an alcoholic.
But
Jesus, don't say that about
I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of a session. So, I ask you now, when you think about yourself, what comes to mind? What adjectives pop up? Are they positive? Are they negative?
Strong, brave.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm talking to the audience.
Oh.
Think about these sorts of things once in a while. You are a reflection of yourself. Your own mind controls your identity. You have thoughts floating around all the time. Who am I? What am I gonna eat today? Why do they call it a baker's
I'm gonna
dozen?
go to Taco Bell.
Okay, well, this is a rhetorical question because I'm still talking to the audience.
I thought you were talking to me.
Okay, nope, you're not paying for this session. So you can start paying me and then we'll address your
I'll
issues.
pay you $60,000 to wear a loincloth and wash my car.
Sold. All right.
That's our show, everyone. Thank you for sticking around for Levi's therapy. Thank you for listening to us exude our childhood
traumas
and dreams
and goals and whatnot.
addictions to
Yeah.
gambling.
Yeah.
And we will cue the outro now.
Okay. Later.
Bye.